Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Align Plans. Today, as you can tell by the title, we are actually setting up my common planner weeks for the week of the 12th all the way up to August the 18th. And while you're watching this, I'm probably going to be away because I'm going to be leaving on vacation in a couple of days. So if you wanted to see how we're going to just do a little bit of functional planning and just generally just grab your bevy and hang out, then you have come to the right place. And of course, if you are new and we never met, we chat a couple of times a week. Right now for the summertime, obviously it has been scaled back just simply because of the fact we're all trying to survive summer. But in general, we chat a couple of times a week all about stationery and fountain pens and inks and all the things. So if you love all of those things and you wanted to find a way to not overconsume but really use up the things that you have absolutely come to the right place. So this is going to be more of a casual, chit-chatty type of video. So I'm hoping that it's not going to take 1,000 years. I apologize in advance for the sound in the background. If it's too noisy, I will just do voiceover, but let's attempt to just not use any of that. Okay, let's just get started. Okay, so the first thing that I should mention is that we're kind of fighting with like the lighting situation, mainly because we have a lot of sunlight coming in. So if you're finding that there's like a little bit of discrepancy, I'm going to just set up a separate camera and we'll try our best to do some close-ups for you guys so that you don't miss out. Okay, here we go. So the first thing that I like to do is obviously set up my grid. I do have this brand new pen that I'm about to drop. So this came from Cloth and Paper. This is the Winston & Newton fine tip in 0.3. It's just a black fine liner and it will do the job. And let me just grab my ruler. I think that's basically it. Here, I don't really like to create too many divisions, so we're not gonna bother with it. And if you look back in my previous week, I do kind of set it up into like maybe 4 or 5 different sections. So as we're getting started, the very first thing that I like to set up on the right-hand side of the page is priorities. I will say this, while I'm planning in the common planner, the week's common planner, it's such a different feeling that I get and the way that I subsegment this page than the way that I would actually set up my Hobonichi weeks. So I just kind of wanted to get that out of the way. We're going to speed up through here while I'm just kind of setting up my submenus, but here you can kind of see me setting up inbox. I started this whole separate section for social media, and I'm finding that this little narrow column that I'm creating, that you see me create, it's perfect for just at least bullet point out what's happening with YouTube, what's happening with Instagram, and I'm going to be posting to any of the platforms. The very bottom of the page that we're moving on to, it's going to be mantra of the week. It's something new. It's something I'm enjoying. It's definitely working for me. Mantra of the week is a little bit different than the intention because it very much focuses almost like a filter of what direction I'm hoping we're going to go to. A little bit different than priorities if you think about it. Either way, I really like adding something inspirational and something grounding usually, just so that we're kind of shifting the focus away from the boring, everyday routine aspects of my week and really just bringing this element of fun and focus back into the week. And it's a really lovely reminder. So anyway, enough about what mantra is. If you use mantras, fantastic, continue to use them. I just started setting this up just recently and it seems to be working really well for me. As you can tell, I'm kind of hippity hopping between the different menus because sometimes I like to write in the different workouts that I have happening on the left-hand side and at the same time make notes of all the things that I really don't want to forget under inbox. Inbox is, if you're not familiar, is sort of like a catch-all of everything, which, you know, is just one of those things where I kind of just want to write down my to-do list, my reminders, any appointments, anything that is going to be relevant for the week, essentially. I am slowing it down a little bit here just because I don't really want to rush through everything, but that's sort of where we're at right now. At this point, we are pretty much ready to add the decor into the spread, so it will just take me a moment to gather everything. I'm kind of going for somewhere between a few main pieces that will kind of add a sense of theme to the week, as well as a few small icons. And I mean, you can tell in this page, I'm almost empty. Honestly, if you're not excited whenever you finish a full sticker sheet, I'm not sure what to tell you. I'm just going to leave that there. So anyways, I do end up using both of these stickers in case you're wondering. I know, a little spoiler alert. It's really nice when you finish up a full sticker sheet. It's so lovely. It's just sort of like you've given purpose to the thing that you have bought. So we're going to add that into our week, and then we're going to move right into just adding in a few decor pieces. I'm focused on more larger pieces this time rather than lots of like tiny little like accents, because I really wanted something to just kind of stand out that can sort of give some substance to the page. basically most of the decor has been now finished, but if you notice, one thing is still missing. I'm just finishing up some of the last little details here on the weekly layout, but the main thing that is missing at this point is actually to add some version of the word of the week, which I really, really love doing. I really love using the stencils. I think that it makes everything kind of stand out a little bit more. It gives it a little bit of an oomph, a little bit of a personality, if you will. So this week, I guess my main focus will be to just kind of go with the flow, learn to relax, slow down, all of the above, actually. It's one of those things where when you're constantly on the go and you're constantly doing things and you're constantly rushing, it's a really lovely reminder to just kind of remind yourself that it's okay to kind of recharge, to disconnect, and to just allow yourself to just chill. So I will leave you with this before we wrap up, that find moments this week where you can just kind of chill and reconnect back with your hobbies, reconnect back with the things that make you really happy, because I think at the end of the day, it will leave you so much happier, and it really reminds you of what is actually important to you, regardless of what other people think about that. Okay, you guys, I think this is the finished spread. Obviously, I'm going to fill in some areas that are kind of related to the day, but I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Let me just zoom out. Let me know what you guys think, and if you pick a word of the week for your spreads, I would love to know. And that's all I got for you. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and do all the things to support the channel. Obviously, it goes a long way. And in the meanwhile, keep planning, keep journaling, keep doing all the things, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye.